I'm Mark Jardine of sailworld.com, and I'm here at the Sanctuary Cove International Boat Show with Dave Biggar of Cure Marine. Now, you come from a background which I can't describe as a traditional way into yacht manufacturing. Can you give me just a little bit of background of what you've done previously?
Well, mate, yeah, I've had a bit of an interesting way into the boat building world, but I guess effectively I grew up in a sailing family, sailing performance, sailing boats and learning everything there is about that. At 21, I did start a business building lightweight cruising catamarans. I drifted out of that and probably went more into industrial fiberglass and the transport industry, where we've built some other big businesses, where we've had our competitive edge out of the composites and being lighter and stronger. So I guess, look, we're back into the marine industry and we're loving being here, and, we're bringing a whole swagger of technology with us and having a great time.
This does seem to be where you are combining a complete set of businesses together, where you've gone out into RV and different areas, electrical, all around the systems. You're now combining them together in an area that you love.
Look, I'd love to say I had probably planned it this way, but there's, all in all, it's probably a dream come true with, a bunch of businesses that we've built, all operating within the one industrial estate, that's really forming a bunch of synergies from, high-performance composites, flat panels, RV industry where we're building, super lightweight interiors. We've got huge amounts of knowledge in design. We've got massive 3D printers. We've got the biggest 3D printer in the Southern Hemisphere, so tooling for us is easy, 22 metres long, 5 metres wide by 2 metres high. Really we've got a bunch of businesses there that, we can come up with dreams and visions, and, we're in a position to make these things happen pretty quickly.
And initially, this is you saying, I want a high-performance cat for my family sailing. And sure enough, you find everybody else is actually thinking along the same lines, and this is the missing part of the market.
Yeah, look, it is, and I guess the Cure 55 came about because about 3 years ago I decided that I wanted to take my family, my young boys and wife, and start doing some cruising around the world, which is sort of funny. It's sort of why I got into business in the first place when I was young, because I just had a dream of sailing around the world. And the time comes around and we're in the full loop, and a 50 to 55 foot boat was what I was looking for. I was probably prepared to go to the market and find even somebody else to build it, or find something on the second-hand market. But, in my earlier years of building performance cruising catamarans, a 50 odd foot sailing cat to me, which we call high performance, was probably 6.5 tonne. We built 60 footers at about 10 to 11 tonne. We've got a 70 foot full carbon build at the moment at 14.5 tonne. And to me, it's the weight that actually makes a performance cruising cat. And I guess when I sort of look out as to what's going on at the moment, I feel like the 50 to 55 foot range is still sitting in this 15 tonne empty boat weight sort of area. And to me, it's not performance cruising. I think the performance cruising is getting thrown around a little bit too liberally. So for us, it was, let's create a boat. Let's use all our technology, and when I start putting my mind into something and sort of start trying to pull the team together to try and make a vision happen, it all sort of gets flowing. But 2 years on, we got the first boat starting. The boat got taken to market at the end of last year, and, we've got sales coming in, and I'd say those people buying those boats are really smack down the line of what I would have thought our customer avatar is. They're an adventurer. They're someone who is a true sailor and is really looking for that true high-performance cruising performance, but also not missing out that the rest of the people we want to go performance sailing with, like our wives and kids, are still looking for the comfort. We want the technology, we want the safety, and I think that's really what we've brought to the market.
Now this gives you range when you've got a high-performance sailing cat, and so combining in range to get to those places that you just otherwise just wouldn't see, and then also so that you've got the whole family in comfort, you've got perfect sailing cruising.
Oh, look, absolutely, and I think, truly from the polars we're seeing, from the boat, we've got a boat that can actually beat weather systems. I think couple that with all the technology we've got at our fingertips now, and to sort of genuinely be able to say to my wife, hey, if we're in the middle of an ocean and a system pipes up, we do have the ability to get away from that thing and outsail it. But, everything that, is around off-grid livability and, where power systems are at, where 48-volt systems are at, and how you live and conduct your lifestyle in a complete off-grid manner is something I've been playing around with in other industries for a lot of years now. And I think it's just awesome to be able to really bring all of those ideas and the different teams I've got around me to get all of those ideas and nicely rounded out in this 55. I'm really happy.
And so this really is complete systems where you are taking the family away, but you can still stay connected with the office in this post-COVID world where you can live off the grid completely. And with a sailing cat, it means your power requirements can be provided by what you've got around you. And that must be the dream of so many people.
Look, 100%. I mean, I feel like the technology's been there for a while. Has it been well implemented around power systems and the fact that, you can 100% live on these boats without generators, truly from solar, wind and, turbine generators. It's a thing. I mean, I've lived in a house off-grid now for 7 years with my family, not connected to anything. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. It's just about getting that correct, reliable system, and it's something that you can trust and getting out there. And I mean, talking about going off-grid, what Elon's brought out with the latest Starlink system, I mean, I think it was my wife and I were just talking about it the other day, but we can genuinely now go anywhere in the world. And as long as we're taking enough food with us or we're good enough to catch it, there's not a lot bringing us home.
Well, Dave, I have to say, it sounds like with your background, your skills, and the drive you bring to the industry, the Cure 55 is going to be one hell of a boat, and we're looking forward to seeing it so much. Many thanks indeed for your time.
Thanks for the chat, Mark. Awesome to meet.